she did. Okay, how she performed in this class. Okay.
Sure.
Sure, definitely.
Okay, go ahead. Hand over to you, Madhuri.
So, screen is not visible.
You need to share your screen.
So, sir, I have joined from mobile only.
Okay, I need to share my screen and you will guide me and I need to
Okay.
follow
Yes,
you.
sir.
Okay. Now think of means Madhuri is our instructor, mentor, and we are mentees. Okay.
Sir, I tried, but whenever I stuck, help me.
No, just do it. Don't try, just do it. Okay. We are here to help you. Make sense, Madhuri?
Yes.
Okay. So I am launching this DS Core. Okay, and do we need to create a new project or we can go with the existing project as well? Agree?
New project, sir.
Okay. Which template we need to choose?
Um, .NET MVC, .NET Core MVC.
This. Okay, there are two
Yes,
templates.
first one, which include the C sharp.
Okay. Okay. So what name we need to give here?
We are creating the society management.
But
So,
right now, today we will start a new project because Ajay come in a picture and Ajay have their own idea. Am I right? So why will not do that idea as well and we will create a two project. Believe,
okay,
believe me, Madhuri and Sharda, things are same. Just should need to repeat the thing without some modification or some enhancement. Am I right, Ajay?
Yes, right.
In a project, and you need to identify those things only which you need to learn and introduce in your existing knowledge. That's right. That's it. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes, no issue. It would be great, in fact.
yeah, so that's why we are saying so we will create a new project. So because you have a two projects and you can claim that hey we done these two projects. Am I right?
yes.
So right now, what is the name of your project? We can give Ajay.
Uh, Mine is SAP Business One into Web
Yes,
B1.
yes, B1.
Hmm.
Madhuri is a real project, it's not a dummy project, okay?
Okay.
And maybe after completing this course, you can continue this one, okay? With Ajay as a team. And
Right.
after this training, I'm still your mentor. I will not say, hey, means I means done with our training, I will not entertain. No, okay?
Okay.
Visual Studio 17 also will work, right?
Sorry?
Visual Studio 17 also will work, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Because right now, what we are doing, Ajay, here
Hmm.
means we are not restricting with only one version. Means it should be available on uh, Madhuri, Sharda, and your system.
Hmm.
Am I right?
Okay.
Or so let's say Madhuri or Sharda don't have a you can say system which is capable to install this. That
Hmm.
we are, as you know, in a real industry, we will encounter this kind of problem. Am I right?
Yes, right.
Maybe we need to work on a previous means deprecated version or late means previous version, not a latest version.
Right.
So for that, how you will learn? When you will work on that different version, then you will learn. Am I right?
Yes, right.
That's why we will take that plan, whatever version you have, just to do that.
Okay.
Things should be available, but if you are go with the latest one, that's recommended. Otherwise,
Hmm.
there is no issue.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now go ahead, Madhuri.
I need to explain the folders, sir.
Yes, you need to run. Means you need to guide me, and you need to explain this basic project. What is the purpose of this folder? What is the purpose of this file? So that when we move forward, his teammates can able to do the things and they are well aware of this first project.
Okay. For the first folder is the program.cs, which is present at the last, which is the start point of the project, we can say.
Okay.
So here we start after whenever we run our application, which controller and which action is get executed, that we mention in the program.cs file.
Okay. Means if we have login page, then we can call it there.
Yes, suppose the already mentioned is that home and the action is index.
Hmm.
So suppose we want to run the another controller file, which name is a society or like business idea something. So we can mention that here. So while running, uh, at first it gives that output for that.
Okay.
So this is the start point of the project.
Yes, apart from that, here we are doing all the, you can say, binding thing, whatever required, whatever configurations are required, whatever you can say injections are required. So we are doing everything here. Understand, my
Hmm.
friend?
Yeah.
So we are doing this, and apart from that, we are it's a development environment or it's a production. So based on that, we can enable, disable some log functionality. Am I right? And this is a HTTP action. So authorization. So binding things we are doing in this page on this file.
This app dot user authorization app dot map static asset that we written or it came automatically while creating the project.
Automatic. It's a
Okay,
template. It's a
fine.
template. Because as you know, what is the advantage of template? It will give us
Hmm.
the boilerplate
Yes, right.
to us. Right?
Yep.
And means we don't need to worry about and we don't need to create by manually by our own self, by ourselves.
Hmm. Yes.
Right? Okay, go ahead.
Then
Shanta, if you have any question or concern, feel free to ask. Okay. Ajay
yes, sir.
and Madhuri, you guys also can do that.
The second one is the controller.
I think so. This is best practices if you start from a folder first and first you introduce the folder and then you go means inside a folder and do one by one. Just make a plan first. How you're going to represent it, how you're going to explain these things to your interviewer. Okay.
Then after program.cs file, CS folder, there is one more folder named app setting.json,
These
which
are
is
not
also
folder. These are not folder. These are
okay.
files.
Files. Yes, it is the configuration file for the ASP.NET Core application. So we can configure the database connection strings over there, logging settings there. We can configure the uh, We can also configure the environment based values also there. So it is basically used for the configuration.
What is the advantage of this configuration, Ajay?
If you want to use in multiple files, we can use it from here only. So if th- there is no need
This
to
is
mention
like
everywhere.
web.config, I think.
Yes. In earlier we are using web.config file. Yes.
Yes. So the advantage of this means it's an external file, and if you will hardcode, means you are not getting the value from a configuration file, and you have mentioned everything in a hard-coded form. Then, if something is changed, let's say database has been changed, or you can see your cloud or secrets has been changed, am I right? Then you need to, or your email ID has been changed, or key has been changed. What you need to do? Then you need to change your code and build your code again and redeploy that thing again. Am I right? But if it's a configuration based and your configuration is available, then you need to just configuration file on. You understand my point, guys?
You're right.
So that's the beauty of this app settings of this. Here you are right now we are able to see logging only. Apart from logging, we have a connection strings and another object as well. Environment where these things are available. Okay. Okay, Madhuri, go ahead, please.
Okay, so we are moving to the controller folder, which is which contains the controller classes, and it basically handles the incoming request, and we can write the logic over there to give the response to that particular request.
So I think so. It's worthful, Madhuri, if you will explain MVC first. What is MVC?
This is the
Right.
model view controller. We can in .NET what happened? We are writing all the logics in a one page in web pages. So it was very difficult to manage the things. So that's why in MVC there is a different approach. Like for model there is a different folder, view there is a different folder, and the controller there is a different folder. So everything is it at different places. So it will be very easy to understand, and it will easy to like, recollect the things.
Okay. So could you explain more, elaborate one by one?
One by one. Like controller, as I said, it is used to handle the request response. We are writing the logic in the controller to respond to that particular request. In model folder, uh, it, it used to re, it is used to represent the data data in the model folder, application data, or like objects also we can write in the model folder.
Okay.
And in views, it is used to displaying purpose.
Okay.
User, we can say it as a user interface.
Okay. So means we have three component MVC. Okay, as Madhuri said, means we need to focus on each and every have their own responsibility and own purpose, and so that we will get a scalability. You can say scalability, maintainability. Okay, so if we need to change something, it will not break our another thing. Understand my point? So based on that, you need to understand this very with with special care what is the purpose of this and why these are there. So you, as Madhuri, you can say explain, this is a user interface where user is able to interact with our system. Let's say you can think of a form, a login form or sign up form, or you can say forget password form, where user is able to enter something, and based on that, means it will make a request to our server, and the request will go to a controller. Okay. So for our backend, it's a controller is the entry point where it will do the validation, authentication, authorization, as well as you can say means interact with our database, okay, or interact with our, and logic should be there. Okay. So after doing that, means it will means collect after processing the thing, it will collect the response, and after collecting the response, it will return back the response to the view. You understand my point? So based on that, means every means model, and you can say this view cannot means interact directly. They need to interact with the help of controller. Okay, so it's an entry point controller. Any question or concern regarding this MVC?
No, sir.
No,
Shraddha, Ajay?
clear.
Okay. So now you can explain this thing better in a better manner, because you have this controller model is there, who is there, controller is there. Now you can explain. Go ahead. Madhuri?
What? This is our home controller. Index is our action name. Index privacy, these are our action name. Yes.
Okay, as we discussed earlier, it's an entry point. Okay. So means when something is, you can say there. So this will means when you make a request, then it will load this. I'll show you this.
Controller will be different for each class, each web page, or it can be same.
You can think of REST APIs. Every you can say entity have their own endpoint. I mean, right?
Hmm.
We cannot do mix and match.
Hmm.
Means we can means from us for if you have a, you can say this SAP V1 a software that you have a different entities, and for different entity to work with the different entities, because we are working on a this we need to focus on this a single responsibility principle. So there should be a clearly defined ownership. Am I right? For our data, we will create a different controller for our data for each and every entity. You understand my point? And for that, let's say listing page is there for products. And listing after that, you have a based on ID, you can get a retail as well of that particular product. Am I right?
Yes.
You need to create a different controller. But if you want to have something you require, you can create a shared, you can use this controller for two things as well. Totally up to requirement. Makes sense for you guys?
Yes.
Okay, so based on this means whatever we will make a request, it will land to here, and based on that, it will work. Okay. So now go ahead, Madhuri.
So there is a view folder. Inside view, there is a home folder. So it includes the pages, like view pages, views, uh, which have the extension of .cs HTML. We can call it as a razor views.
So
So,
basically means if we talk about this is not a simple HTML. It's a CS HTML. Means you can control the HTML with the help of CSS, with the help of program, C# language. You can do
Hmm.
that. Okay. So that means if you want to display your data, when we will discuss more about these views, then we will learn how you can interact with these views and populate the data, and it will work. Your views will work according to your data. You understand my point? Because in a real life we have a real data, and every means let's say we all register for that particular application, and based on application we have a different data, am I right? Some have a two posts, some have a two requests. So based on that, our login, it will display different data. But we have, if we have some flexibility, we can render the data dynamically on our view, then it's possible. So with the help of these, it's possible. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
so for creating view, like in controller, we can from controller also we can create the view. The action name and the view name must be need to same. So if there is an index action, we can create the view from, we can right click from there, and we can just add the view. And
Okay. Okay, what about these shared one?
share for the, in .NET we have the uh, master page, just like that here we have the layout pages. So this is the common for the every view, layout page.
What about this? So let's say user is trying to get requesting for a page which is not available. Then we need to show them error, am I right? And in a HTML part, who is mine? JavaScript is mine. So to interact with the Java, so we need to write some logic or things. So it will come out before with the validation scheme. Partial CSHTML, here we are importing some jQuery stuff, or you can say validation files. Okay, dependencies. Okay, guys.
Yes.
So these are the things, and you can say apart from share, we have this imports as well. So it's used for binding purpose, and they have their own meaning for this particular thing. And here you are able to see this layout of it. Am I right? If you have any question or concern, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we will use this. If you're not able to understand, no worries. when you will use this so many times and do the change it there, then you will automatically understand.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So right now,
I have
yes, go ahead.
I have one question with this structure. Inside app setting.json, as you said, we are going to mention the connection strings or logging details, right? With the API, sorry, with app setting, we are
Yes,
going to mention
API
their
keys.
connection
Yes.
strings and etc. Then
Yes.
what is the use of www root? What is the difference between those two things? For what purpose it is used?
Okay, but we not discuss WW till now. Am I right?
Yes.
So after discussing, you can ask this
So
question.
I thought
We will
we
need
have
to touch
completed
upon.
that part.
No. We will touch upon these views and this. Now, hand over to you, Madhuri.
Okay, www root folder, it basically stores the static files, which include the JavaScript, CSS folders, and libraries also. We can store in a www root folder.
Yes, I got an idea for that.
You understand?
Yes. After expanding that little bit, I got the idea of that.
No, you require if you require more idea, then you can here in a view yourself. You are able to see. We are using this let's say static file with the here also. Where is that? Also there. Also shared one. And this validation. Are you able to understand?
Yes.
Okay. So means you require some resources, which is you cannot create some images, some you can say font file. There should be some where in our project there should be some place where we can put those resources. Am I right? Static file.
Right.
So www root is a that folder. Makes sense for you?
Yes.
These are the styling things. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
So these are the folders. Dependency in dependency, uh, the fold like we can write the services. Here we can create the services in dependency folder.
So dependency means you can think of means there are a lot of packages for each and everything we have right now. You can think of we have this Microsoft Azure Node Core dot app, Microsoft .NET Core app. So means when we move forward, we will introduce more packages there. So every you can say language have their environment. With the help of that, they are able to resolve the dependencies. So dependency is nothing. Those are the libraries or package which we require to so that our project will run.
These are DLLs, right?
Yes, you can think of
Hmm.
DLL or packages.
Okay.
Okay. In another programming language like in a Java we have a Maven, right, and
Hmm.
Gradle, and in this node we have that NPM. We discuss in our Angular, Angular,
Hmm. Hmm.
Angular. Okay. So every means language or every you can say Java, .NET, every ecosystem have their this dependency or dependency manager or tools are there. So these are the thing means so that there is no need to reinvent the wheel. So whatever is available, you can use that. Include means you can use those libraries in your project. Okay.
Yes.
What about these properties? Audrey?
No, we can write the launch settings like port numbers. No.
What is difference between app settings and this loan settings or properties?
This includes the URL details and that includes the configuration details, the
Yes.
connection string.
Yes. Yes, you're right. Means it is a properties. You can say you can consider this as a metadata. Am I right? But app development.json or app setting will contain things which you require to our app. You can say this run. Those are the basic things. So those both are different. Okay. And what about this connected services? Right now there is no connected service. But is there? What do you think? What is the purpose of this connected services? Why it's required? As per your understanding, guys.
Means it contains APIs.
Yes, third party.
Services with third party.
Third party.
Okay.
Okay. So now, if you will check the output of this current project, then this is your output. This is your output. And now for you, before because we have a theory part available with us as well. So let's go through the theory part. So that and I want your help, guys, so that you can go through the theory part and go through that. And if you have any question or concern, feel free to answer. Okay, Madhuri,
Yes, sir.
you will help me there, or what? Or I need to call Sharda or Ajay for same.
You can call any of them because I'm accessing from mobile now. The screen is little small.
Okay, but thanks for your help, and I really appreciate your efforts.
Thank you, sir.
So this is a setup thing, and this is a request license. Okay, okay, this is setup and first we are discussing it. So Shraddha, you take that up. Just
Yes,
quickly
sir.
go through, just quickly go through the things, and wherever this person have a question, we will answer. I will take that up. I will answer. Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay.
You need to read and go through that quickly.
And what exactly I'm supposed to do because I'm first I have to read and go through that.
Yes, just go through that, read and go through. That's it.
Okay, so I'm supposed to read. Okay. Okay, for the environment setup and the first application here, our goal will be the checking the software requirements for ASP.NET Core development, understanding why each tool is required, creating the course.
If you need, I need to increase the font size, I can do that.
No, that was okay.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, so for setting up the environment, we have to check the required software for the ASP.NET Core development, then understand why each tool is required, then create first MVC project, then we have to use correct solution and project namings. Then we have to first run it locally. Then we have to understand local host and development server difference. Then prepare the best project. Okay, we'll just stop it all about.
So let me check this. So basically, is if you need to do development, you need everything is set up at your end so that you can develop and test on your local only, without you can say paying lot of money for server and things. Am I right? So things are set up at your end. So for that we require these tools. We require SQL Server. You require .NET SDK, SQL Server, this server management studio, GitHub account, browser, and developer tools. Okay, this step is required because you are not only learning theory, you are going to build a real project. This, okay, but in our case, we have a different project. Okay, why environment setup is important? Poor setup create an necessary problem during training. Common problem means we are not able to project template is not visible. .NET version mismatch. So this kind of problem we will face. So before coding, you must verify it should be up and running. So these are the tools which we mentioned here, which need to be installed at your end. And this developer tool is available in your browser side only. And these are the tools which you can install. And as I told you, means if your system is not capable to means go with the latest version, then means previous version is also fine, but you need to put some extra effort there. Means we all need to do some extra steps there. Okay. So installing only Visual Studio without SPNet workload, install SPNet and this workload. So missing template. If you will get this common mistake, then these are the solutions there, and will be used to create and develop. This project contain controller, model, view, services, convenient deployment setting. So how you will check is there or not? You can say this SDK. SDK not is a software development kit which will come up with your compiler, runtime, command line tools, project template, and build tools. Okay, without .NET you cannot create or run ASP core application. How to check? You need to check this with the help of version, which we done for our node and this npm as well. Ajay, hope you remembered.
Yes.
So here you can check that .NET version. Okay.
Sir, what is .NET over there?
SDK. You can check this SDK. Okay. And when you run this, your Visual Studio code means call that SDK itself to run your project. Okay. And that means now you are able to see .NET. Okay. And if we check this, loaded. So under the hood, it's using .NET SDK to run your project and build your project. Okay, if it's not there, how it will run? You understand my point?
In command prompt also we need to mention that .NET.
If it's not on your system, you are not able to run this. You're able to see this .NET. It's a part of SDK. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So, and apart from that, as I told you, we require this version install. If you have a multiple SDK, like you can install multiple version on your single machine. Then you can, if you want to check, you have a multiple version installed, like 8. Somewhere maybe in your another project you require different version. Then you can do that, and with the help of this command, you can check that as well. Understand my point? You can check. We have these. Okay. Both are 10, but patch version is different there. Any question or concern, guys, till now?
No, sir.
Same thing you can check with this. Okay. And apart from that, if you have these are common mistake, you need if you can do this only runtime only, but because we need to develop, so we'll need to go with the SDK. Okay. multiple SDK confusion collected by Visual Studio project template. So you can check with this help of this command. Thinking SDK and framework are same. No, both are not same. And this is you can say SQL Server and SS setup, because server is a thing, but to interact with the server, you require this SQL Server, this management studio, so that you can run the query, you can check the output. So it's required. I think you are familiar with these things. Am I right, Ajay?
Yes.
SQL Server may use user-friendly local setup many projects. Common mistake. These are the common mistakes which you can check, and tables such as this. Later on, we can create some table and things, and Git and GitHub. Ajay, could you explain why we need to use Git and GitHub, if you have any idea? So yesterday you set up all these things.
To store our project on Git, we use GitHub, and if we are doing changes on our local, that will not impact the main project, which is on Git.
Yes, basically Git is used for version control system. Okay, so because in our industry we need to means on a single project, multiple team members need to work. QA team is there, development team is there, DevOps team is there. Am I right? So it should be available on a central location. Am I right? And we have a flexibility. If something goes wrong, we can check and we can revert those changes. So with the help of this versioning control system, we can do that. That's why we require this. So with the help of that, we are able to track these changes. What changed, who changed, when it changed, why it is changed, how do you get it needed. So whatever you are going to give a comment, those should be meaningful. You understand my point?
Yeah, right.
And to check this, you need to use this. And if you remember, we set this for your personal detail. Am I right?
Right.
So now means because we are going to work as a team, so everything should be available. So this is a way to commit. Okay, and these are the common mistakes. And this is a create as we know this MVC project. This is a way to create that. You need to work at Core MVC project before you can add this. Before you want to customize, you require a working project with you with the default structure. Okay. So for that, these are the process which you need to find. You need to.
In MVC, we need to add web forms and web APIs, or we can skip that.
No, because MVC is a full stack part. Am I right?
So
We need
that
to do it.
checkboxes we can skip, right?
Means right now it's saying
If we are creating a new project.
means we need very Core MVC project before we can add these. First, we need to understand the structure,
Right.
default structure.
Yeah.
Okay, for that it's instructing us how you can create a new project with this MVC.
Okay.
Sir, I want to ask one thing.
Yes, why not?
Sir, suppose in future, in the same project, if you want to write some web API in the same project, so we can write it in there only. In the same project, we can write.
Why not?
Okay. So for that, we don't need to create another project and.
Yes, you can do that. You can do that. Or you have a means if you go with a full stack, then MVC is fine. If you want to become a backend different project and front end are different, you can do that as well. Okay.
So, what is the best way to, like, what is the best way in that? Uh, I
What should
need
be
to write it different, and then add it as a.
it depend upon a requirement to requirement, but it's always prefer if you have a bandwidth and team, you will separate both these things.
Okay.
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 You can see here we consider this as well. Am I right? So testing have a different project, core have a different project, and infrastructure have a different project. Okay. First, we start with the simpler. Enable open API for the means whatever default option, we will go with that only, which we done. Okay. Project naming. So this is a naming convention which we need to follow. Later on, we can introduce more file when we move forward. Run your first project. F5, you can do that, or click on a green run button and run without debugging. Control F5. Learner should outcome this, which we are able to see. What is localhost? What is localhost means? Server which is running on your local, and it has some code. With the help of you can track that, and it's available in your this property launch settings, which you can change as per your convenience. So as these are the another detail, this is a real life analogy, and this thing which you are able to see, which you can change, play around with this. So these things we've gone through that, and the smart society current topic on this first git commit, which you can do from your VS Code only, and common mistakes, selecting wrong project template, naming project randomly. So mini lab, which you want, if you want to try, you can try this. And these are the questions and short answer there. And these are the assignment which you can consider, and these are the way to commit. And these are the interview questions, interview explanation for this topic. Guys, any question or concern?
Clear.
Sharda?
We do the
No, sir. Right now,
verification.
no question. We have to go with that, complete the document.